what's the Orthodox position on when Jesus says, "I'm the bread of life"? Is that a literal or a metaphorical interpretation?
He's talking about the Eucharist that he's going to set up that we eat. So he's talking about literal, the bread of life. Just like they ate the man in the wilderness, we will eat him in the Eucharist.
Like that.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out. Hebrews,
I'm sorry.
Hebrews 1:8.
I guess I'm just wondering.
Go ahead. You're wondering what?
I was just wondering, in John 6, why is it literal? Why is it literal instead of metaphorical? I'm not saying in the text.
Because the rest of the Bible interprets the passages in John 6. I don't go to John 6 and just decide, oh, it's symbolic, because in other passages he's called a door, so it's symbolic. I look at all the other passages that enlighten me and tell me what he probably means in John 6, not in isolation. So in all the other passages that talk about the Eucharist and feeding on him and eating his flesh, drinking his blood, and participating in uncreated glory, as John 17 says, I know that when I go back to John 6, I read it in the light of all the other passages that inform me that it's not metaphorical.
I'm not sure I would agree with that per se, because I mean, a lot of the texts of the Bible, they were circulated on their own. They were not circulated all together. But also,
what does that have to do? What does that have to do? What does that have to do with how we do canonical interpretation? So, the fact that they're circulated separate doesn't have anything to do with whether or not there was a holistic, once for all faith, as Jude 3 says. And in divine providence, the texts were collected together. And we know that this is the faith of the early church because the first, second, third century church fathers all teach that it is the real presence. None of them teach a symbolic view. Why would they have all had passed down to them right after the death of the apostles a faith based on the real presence before there was even a collected Bible together?
Well, first of all, I think you might be presupposing univocality, which is something that I don't agree with. I think the scriptures are open to contradicting themselves.
Huh?
Just as with the assumption that all the texts would agree with each other. That's one assumption I don't hold.
I'm saying that first, second, third century church fathers who don't even have all of the texts have a unanimous interpretation of the real presence.
And even then, though, that also seems like an argumentum ad populum. Just because many people believe something, that doesn't mean that's the correct interpretation.
No, that refutes your point that it's not true, because I'm arguing that why would it have been handed down across the board to believe in the real presence if in John 6 Jesus wasn't teaching that, if that wasn't his intention for his church. So I'm not arguing that's true because they all believed it ad populum. I'm arguing that proves that that's what's handed down.
Well, right, but the thing is, I'd like to know what their reasoning was behind it. Like, sure, I'm open to believing that it was passed down, but again, I'm more concerned about whether it's true or not.
Okay, well, at that point, then we're not really debating about the claims of John 6, but whether religion itself is true, God's existence. I mean, that's more fundamental than this.
Well, I believe in God. I'm saying I'm specifically asking about John 6. I believe in the God of Israel.
Well, the God of Israel is who?
I mean, Yahweh is how he's often referred to.
Okay, and is he what, Unitarian? Are you Jewish? What?
I mean, I believe in the Godhead. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't believe in the God. Just see, here we go. Thank you. So you believe in and worship a man who was a man that became God, and it was a creature, right?
No.
No? Well, that's Mormon doctrine. What do you mean?
That's Mormon doctrine.
What?
No.
I mean, I've got Mormon doctrine by Bruce McConkie right here, and under the entry about God the Father, it says that very thing on page 278. So what do you mean?
Okay, well, Mormon doctrine, that book, Mormon Doctrine, is not the source of all Mormon doctrines.
Can you name a Mormon who doesn't teach the Adam God doctrine?
Who doesn't teach the Adam God doctrine?
Yeah, this is fundamental to Mormonism. The Book of Mormon teaches this.
Where does the Book of Mormon teach the Adam God doctrine? Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't cutting out.
Hold on one second. My print is tiny.
All right.
Excuse me, it's Doctrine and Covenants. Excuse me, I'm wrong. It is not Book of Mormon, it's Doctrine and Covenants.
Okay.
Do you believe that?
What passage are you referring to?
Well, according to Bruce McConkie, it's in multiple passages of Doctrine and Covenants, including 130:22, 93, 21 to 23.
Let's take a look at 130:20.
What?
Is it again?
What,
this
dude?
Issue,
why are you debating me on your like? Why are you acting like your church doesn't teach this? Everybody knows you guys teach this. What are you talking about?
Actually, it's a very common misunderstanding, and I think I know my own beliefs.
So you know it better than Bruce McConkie.
Because
I mean, he teaches and is citing right here the Adam God doctrine, clear as day.
I would disagree with that, but even if that
so wait a minute,
doesn't make it the belief of all Mormons.
Well, is it in your teachings or not? Is it in your books?
The thing is,
do you follow the king? Do you follow Joseph Smith's King Follett discourse?
That's not a canonized doctrine of our church. Okay. I'm sure there's things in it.
So Joseph Smith's a prophet, and he can what? So those are false prophecies, or what? When he says that the Adam God doctrine there. Well,
again, it seems like you have assumptions of univocality and inerrancy.
Okay, we reject. So retarded. Goodbye. This is the dumbest. I'm losing patience with dealing with these people. I mean, what's funny is that like most of the Mormons that come on, they defend the eternality of matter and the Adam God doctrine. Like we've had multiple debates where they defend it, and then this guy comes on and says it's not even our teaching. I was like, what? What's up, man? Jim? Let's read Bruce McConkie, which I've never heard a Mormon say that he's not official Mormon doctrine. Father in heaven. God the Father is an eternal, exalted, perfected person with a body of flesh and bones. Doctrine and Covenant 130:22. It's so weird too. Cult people just lie all the time too. They'll just lie and lie and lie, and then act like. So what? God the Father is a flesh and bone body. Okay, there's that one. All men, including Jesus, are his spirit children with pre-existence. Doctrine and Covenants 93:21. I was in the beginning with the Father. I am the firstborn. All those who are begotten through me are the partakers of the glory. Ye are in the beginning with the Father. So this is talking about all the people being pre-existent souls with spirit bodies, or excuse me, spirit children. Book of Moses 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is only by understanding the literal sense in which God our Father is our literal Father and brother and the brotherhood of man. It's the Adam God doctrine. What are you talking about? Pre-existence of souls. God is a glorified man. Book of Moses 6:57. Is this right? 6:57. God is a glorified man. God the Father is a glorified man. Teach your children that all men must repent, or they cannot enter the kingdom. No unclean thing. For in the language of Adam, man of holiness is his name, and the name of the only begotten is the Son of Man, who will judge and come in the meridian of time. Man of holiness. God is, in the language of Adam, the man of holiness. and the name of his son is Jesus. According to Bruce McConkie, this passage is saying that God the Father is an exalted man. Matter is therefore eternal and self-existent. So, you see, I mean, this is an insane cult.